morning, guys. It is my favorite day of the month. It is book of the month day, so let's pick our selections. I'm gonna go ahead and preface this video by saying I am extremely exhausted. My son was up all night last night with food poisoning, so I'm really tired. So if I seem a little out of it, that's probably why. But either way, let's go into the January selections and see what we're gonna start the new year out with. Okay, so January books. It looks like we have 5 selections and I already see 2 that I want. So the first one is a contemporary fiction called Interesting Facts About Space. This is an early release. I don't think this comes out until February. And it is by Emily Austen. Then we have a thriller called The Fury by Alex Michaelides, who also wrote The Silent Patient and The Maidens, I believe. Then we have a literary fiction called Mercury by Amy Jo Burns. We have a thriller called First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. And we have a literary fiction called The Bullet Swallower by Elizabeth Gonzalez James. And I forgot to do this last month, so I'm going to show you the member faves if you're not interested in any of if you're not interested in any of the main picks, you can choose a member fave. So it looks like we've got The Collective by Allison Galen, a thriller, A Woman Is No Man by Ataf Rum, which is a contemporary fiction, The Leftover Woman by Jean Kwok. I'm not sure if I said that right. A contemporary fiction, The Good Left Undone by Adriana Trigiani, a historical fiction. Wow, I already can't talk. And Hello Stranger by Catherine Sinner, which is a romance. I love that one. But I do know that I will be picking one of these, so let's go through them. So the first one, Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austen. The quick take says, follow one quirky, true crime obsessed woman on a delightful, heartwarming journey of vulnerability and self-discovery. The good to knows are LGBTQ plus themes, quirky, LOL, and millennial. And if you would like to read the synopsis, go ahead and pause the video here. Now we will move on to the next one, which is The Fury by Alex Michaelides, which is a thriller. He's also a three-peat author. It says, from Twistmaster Alex Michaelides, a gripping new thriller about a glamorous trip to Greece that takes a bloody turn. Good to know, psychological, buzzy, unreliable narrator, and glamorous. And again, if you would like to read the synopsis, go ahead and pause the video here. Next we have Mercury, a literary fiction by Amy Jo Burns. Quick take is brimming with family drama and small town secrets, a touching ode to a struggling but resilient blue-collar America. Good to knows are multiple viewpoints, slow build, family drama, and rural, I cannot say that word, rural. This is the synopsis. If you would like to, again, read it, go ahead and pause the video. Next is First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston, a thriller. It says, who is Evie Porter? Definitely not who she says she is, but her past is catching up with her, which spells trouble. The good to knows are it's a fast read, psychological, unreliable narrator, and cat and mouse. Oh my gosh! Haley Pham did a blurb for it, which is another YouTuber on here. Now I'm interested. I might get this one from the library though. One of my goals is to stop buying so many books, so I may get this one from the library. Okay. This is the synopsis if you would like to pause it and read it. Just so you know, I will be going back in between this video and reading all of these, plus the previews before I choose my pick, but I'm not going to do that to you in this video. And then the last pick is The Bullet Swallower by Elizabeth Gonzalez James. It is a literary fiction, early release, and it does say it is an experimental book, which I don't know that I've ever read one of those from Book of the Month, so I'm not exactly sure what that means. But it says, hold on to your hat, cowboy. The bullets whiz freely and magic hides within everything in this epic family borders saga. Good to knows are its multiple viewpoints, non-linear timeline, magical, and it has graphic violence. This is the synopsis if you, again, would like to pause and read it. So now we will move on to the add-ons. So we'll go to all books and we'll go to new and recent add-ons. Okay, so they obviously have Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. They added that at the end of December, which is the follow-up to Divine Rivals. So, follow-up to Divine Rivals, two rival journalists turned lovers must be reunited to stop the march of war. Good to Knows, a romance, over 400 pages, multiple viewpoints, and the second in a series. I already have this one, so I will not be getting it. I know they also added Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver at the end of last month as well. This is a romance. Quick take is serial killers need love too. Don't take our word for it. Read this biting, steamy, and edgy murders to lovers tale. It is gruesome. It has multiple viewpoints. It's the first in a series, has graphic violence, and it's extra spicy. This one they just added. It's called Northwoods, which is by Amy Peace. It is a crime fiction in a debut. Quick take is a struggling deputy sheriff finds himself in over his head when a local teen is murdered in his lakeside small town. Good to Know is its multiple viewpoints, family drama, rural drug and alcohol use. And then this is the synopsis if you would like to pause and read. Oh, we also got another new add-on this month. I think there's two more, so this one and one more. So we got Only If You're Lucky by Stacey Willingham, which is a thriller. She was a book of the month choice the past two books that she wrote. And she wrote A Flicker in the Dark and then another book last year, I can't even remember. She's not my favorite thriller author, so I will read this, but I'll probably get it from the library. This one says, crackling with tension, this campus mystery follows the fracturing of four college friends after a murder. Good to Know is its psychological, slow build, non-linear timeline, and female friendships. Lucy Sharp is larger than... I'm reading that. I'm not supposed to be reading that. If you would like to read the synopsis, you can go ahead and pause the video here. Okay, and then the last add-on is Familia by Lauren E. Rico, which is a contemporary fiction. Asking big questions, this moving novel follows sisters separated at birth who reunite to untangle their complex past. Good to Know is its emotional, multiple viewpoints, non-linear timeline, and siblings. Abby Jimenez actually blurbed this, which is really cool. This is on my radar for sure. And here's the synopsis if you would be interested in reading it. So I think what I'm going to be doing is picking, I'm going to pause the video here. I think I'm going to limit myself to two this month because I really want to get a hold on my book buying budget. And I know one book that's coming out in January that I'm 100% buying, and that is Crescent City 3, so I think I'm going to limit myself to two and then get the other ones that I'm interested in from the library. So I will be right back. I also hear my son, so I need to go. I think I have decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick two books, and then I just requested 3 from the library. So I think I'm going to pick Interesting Facts About Space as my book of the month, so we will make that my book of the month. And then I'm going to do one add-on, and I was debating between First Lie Wins, The Fury, and Familia. And I think I'm gonna go with The Fury because I just read The Silent Patient by him, and I am in like a thriller kind of mood. I always get in like thrillery moods in the like colder months. So I think I'm gonna go with The Fury. I did request First Lie Wins from the library just because I don't know how I feel about the synopsis of this one, just with it being, I don't know that it'll be my favorite thriller. I'm very picky about thrillers. I don't usually like to buy thrillers because I don't know that I'll like them or ever read them again. But I did really enjoy Alex Michaelides' writing for The Silent Patient, so I am going to also add that to my box. Okay, that's fine. Make my book of the month, and then we're gonna add The Fury to our box. Okay. And then as for my other two that I requested from the library, if I didn't already say, I did request Familia from the library as well as Only If You're Lucky. But I'm going to switch this up a little bit and go ahead and tell you, if you have not already added Divine Rivals or Ruthless Vows to your box, do that. That is my one recommendation I'm going to make for your January box. Start your year off with a bang. It's such a good series. I have Ruthless Vows, I haven't read it yet, but if it's anything like Divine Rivals was, you and I are gonna love it. Also, I've heard amazing things about Butcher and Blackbird. If you are a lover of dark romance, I would also check that one out. And yeah, the other ones on here, I have Gwen and Art Are Not in Love from the library, but I have yet to read it. And as for the January books, honestly, I've heard a lot of people are looking forward to the Bullet Swallower. I have never heard of Mercury before, but it does look interesting. So that is what I'm going to make my Book of the Month box this month in January. So I am getting Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austin and The Fury by Alex Michaelides. And of course, you can always look out for my Book of the Month reading vlog in January. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you got from your Book of the Month box. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.